Okay, we'll start Eis Gimel, do the first paragraph, and then we'll do, as introduction to the Inyan Bazeh from the Mittel Rebbe, we'll look at the sheet first. That'll help us. So starting, right, Chaim, holding Eis Gimel.
Yes, that's right. I think we finished yesterday.
Right, so let's remember, the Frierdiker Rebbe is the one that says that the Oitzer that is given to the soldier on the front line to carry out the victory, that Oitzer is the darge of Oidein Sof Lamaila Madin Ketz, which is, let's read it. Mavai Ba Maimed, the Masha in Sof Lamaila Madin Ketz, it's fundamentally a hidden revelation within the source. The mashal I gave there was the higher level of seichel that's only in the mind of the Rav, and even in the Rav, as we addressed, it's also not manifested in the way of gil. It's even sosum in a hidden way, even in the mind of the Rav. We offer two explanations for that. It's inyan atzmi. And will never be revealed in creation. Now, this, you have to get clear the quotations here. The Frierdiker Rebbe is quoting, that's from one place in the Zohar. But now we connect it to another quote in the Zohar, which are all familiar. We're going to say tonight. And this darge, get this clear. This darge of Lamaila Adin Ketz, he is associating with and saying that is u'kamaimer antu ilo al kol iloin. You are above all the above. Stim al kol stimin, hidden from all hidden, which will be explained. There's hidden stam, and there's hidden from the hidden. But the chiddush here is that he's equating the statement. These two statements in the Zohar. So sosam be'etzem, it's a level, again, the mashal of the Rav, that is fundamentally not given to Oisius and his galus, even in the mind of the Rav. We suggested that a chochma legabe bina, machshava legabe dibur. That's how sublime the concept is. The lower darga mentioned in the first quotation of the Zohar, Ramasha erin sof lemata mata din tachlis, ubegeder gilu al koponim, v'ushayich eloilmis. That's the mashal of the lower level of seichel to begin with is in the realm of the Talmud. This darga, l'mayla, to begin with, its starting point is gilui. In the mashal, it's the level of seichel by the Rav that's articulated begolui by him, and ends up being begolui by the Talmud Sof Kosov. Pirish, that's Moishe Gufa b'chindas gili b'atzma kevayach. I'm talking about the Eibishter now. This is a darga that to begin with, by in Atzmus, it's already gilui. It's really a contradiction in terms. Atzmus means there's only God, and gilui means a relation to something otherness altogether. The whole notion, we say, of otherness. But that's what this darga is. It's the first stage of the whole process of this Avakadosh Baruch Hu. So there's got to be a Gilu, and this is a Gili Batzmusa. But the first darga is not even a Gili Batzmusa. It's an expression, but an atmistic expression. We're not talking about a third, the classic actual Gili Lamata, all the way down to our world. The two dargas we speak of are all within him, either hidden within him or begoli within him, but all within him. We're not talking the darga, the actual manifestation that manifests in all of these myriads of levels. And all the way down, that he even animates in this world the wicked. That's the evidence of the Eibishter is doing that. That's the mata din tachlis. That's the mata din tachlis. We're talking now two dargas within himself, Sosum and Golui. The higher darga, maila, which is the oitzer, that's even batzmusa, any bechin, that's gilui, elishosam, venelam, and hidden. Now, the level taka that is revealed all the way down, as you just said now, to even give life to the wicked, that's a nimshach from the lower darga. That's associated directly with the lower darga within himself, which is gilui. In the end, that gilui comes lamat. Okay, before we want to even attempt the next paragraph, look at the sheet. There's hard papers in front of you, and I sent it to you. We'll learn it in the sheet, and then we'll see it inside. Be'ezer Hashem. Everybody has the paper, yeah? You see it on your phone. Guys, you have it?
Yes, thank you.
The last one I just sent. I didn't send it?
You sent it yesterday.
I sent it last night. Yeah.
We got it. We see it.
Huh?
We see it.
Yeah. Good. Let's go through it slowly, line by line. What's the Eitzer? The Eitzer is the darga of Ein Sof, Lamayla Marladin Ketz. It's from the Zohar. Pei Reish is Friedrich Rebbe. This is Friedrich Rebbe says this. This is his Chiddush. This is his Chiddush. This is what he reveals. That's what the darga. Then he quotes from the Tikkun Zohar, another quote, which we just quoted, from Pasach Eliyahu. Now I'm giving you the whole quote because they're going to visit the whole quote in the next paragraph, back and forth. The whole quote says, as we're going to say tonight, it all begins like this, Pasach Eliyahu, Antu chad v'lei b'chushban. There are three statements there. One, you are one and not within reckoning. Let's just get the translation straight. Aleph. Next, Antu ilo al kol Elohin. That's the one the Friedrich Rebbe quotes. You are above all the above, stim al kol stimin, hidden from the hidden, and I write in English, hidden from the hidden, because that's the oitzer. But then the next line, it concludes, "V'les machshava tisabach," and no thought can grasp you. This is the opening statement in the Tikkun Zohar. In Pasach Eliyahu, the Friedrich Rebbe only quotes the middle one. That's why it's in that, whatever you call it, and an arrow. And it's in color, equals. And at the end of the line, Pei Reish Friedrich Rebbe. The Friedrich Rebbe says that the level of Antu Eloah Kol Elohin, Stim Al Kol Stimin, hidden from the hidden, above, from the above, that is the Eitzim we're talking about. That's the Ein Sof L'mayl Madin Ketz. He equates the two. So far, so good. It's saying the same level, this essential level, in different words, in different parts of the Zohar. Atkan. Then the Rebbe introduces the Mittel Rebbe. The Mittel Rebbe, as you just remember, by the way, they say that the Bosi, Legani Mamorim is, he quotes from older Rebbe, the Alter Rebbe, later quoted from Baal Shem Tov, even later years, and a Bleivik. So the Mittel Rebbe says two Perushim in this Tikkun Zohar Pasach Eliyahu. The first two lines, is it one darge or two? First Pirish is one, chad v'lei b'chushban equals Antu Eloah al kol Elohin. It's one level. Now, if it's all one level, it's definitely understood what the Friedrich Rebbe is saying, that Ein Sof L'mayla Ketz, Ma'ila Adin Ketz, is the level of Antu Eloah Kol Elohin, which is one with you are one and above all chushban, the highest darga. But here's a second pirush. Let's go through this. It's two dargas. Chad v'lei b'chushban is one level, and Antu Eloah is a lower level. So one's got a check. Why is there a check? That's verstandig. It's understood, therefore, that the level of Antu Eloah Kol Elohin is higher. Kaposhet, it's high l'mayla filmi esas v'das agnuzis, because Antu v'lei b'chushban means you are not reckoned, you cannot be reckoned or defined at all. No cheshbon, Not even the highest level of the Esses Svidus Agnuzis, they didn't remember the marshal for that, is the coal, the fire in the coal, not manifested from the coal. The fire that manifests from the coal, that's Esses Svidus Agnuzis, that's Atzilus. Esses Svidus Agnuzis is the fire within the coal, and the coal being the Etzem. So good, that fits, that's the Eitzer. L'mayla adin ketz, that's the Eitzer. But l'chayre, the second pirush, I've given the explanation. So don't look at the equals yet. The equals is what the Rebbe says. Number two is what the Mittler Rebbe says. Antu chad v'loy b'chushben is one darga. Ilal kol iloyin is another darga. Now look at the bottom of the page. Lifnei bir haRebbi l'chayre rak pirush ha'alef masim mimashakos v'Rebbi HaKoydim. Before the explanation we're about to give, it seems that what the Frierdiker Rebbe says, that Eirin Tzof, the Eitzer, l'mayla adin ketz, only fits with the first pirush that unto Ilah is one and the same with chad v'loy b'chushben. But the second pirush, who says of the Mittler Rebbe that there are two dargas, l'chayre, how is until it's a lower darga? It's not at atmistic level that he speaks of. It's not the Eitzer. The Eitzer is until chad v'loy b'chushben, and until Ilah is a lower darga, l'chayre. The Rebbe says no. Based on what we learned, what we said in the Ois yesterday, it's understood. Now go back to the number two, the second number two, where I break down the two dargas. You following me? And there's an equal. You following me, gents? And there's an equal sign there. The equal sign is the Rebbe's beard. It's still understood. What did we learn yesterday? There's the Mo'or. The darga of the Eitzer is not the Mo'or. You can't speak there because he said the Eitzer has two separate dargas. So it's got to be Oir. The Mo'or is not shaykh to say two separate dargas. In Yechelis you can't say. This Mo'or, Yechelis, not in Yechelis, for sure not in Mo'or. So therefore we said that to begin with, the level of what? Of the Eitzer is, it does fit with the Ilah I'll call the line, even if it's a separate level. Because look at number two, and the second number two with the equal sign at the end of the page. Because Antu Chad V'lei B'chushben, that's more, that's Atzmus Oirin Sof. Ilah I'll call the line, that's classic Oirin Sof. And the Alter Rebbe said, we quote Alter Rebbe, the Oirin Sof doesn't just mean it comes from Ein Sof, it is Ein Sof. But what? There's two dargas, which he explained yesterday, since it's Oir. Shegam hulu l'mayla machshavak duma the akvesaknes. This darga too is also Eitzer. It's also higher than the highest level of machshava, and higher than, and for sure, than Esses Svidus Agnuzis, and even higher than Esses Svidus Agnuzis. Or canal like we learned in the Maimon Tilna, the Alter Rebbe. Shafilu b'Erin Sof yeshnam adrege shall stim al kol stimin. Even the Erin Sof has that, and that is l'mayla adin ketz. Okay, so what did the Rebbe explain here? It's a hemshech. The base that we learned till now, even the second pirush of the Mittler Rebbe in that Tikkun Zoya Pasach Elayo, which the Rebbe quotes, also can be fit, not just the first pirush, because the Frierdiker Rebbe is saying that Eitz is the highest darga, the highest darga. That is the Antu Chad V'lei B'chushben. He says no, that's even high. That's Mo'er. And Antilah called Eloyin, that's the darga tak of the Eidin Sof L'mayla Madin Ketz. So according to the first pirush, it's all one. It really comes out that the second pirush is really analyzing and further scrutiny the first pirush. Beifel Kloli and to Chad V'lebechushim is one and the same as hidden from all hidden. Mo'er and Oir Atzmi. The second pirush is really more detail, thanks to the Rebbe and the Alter Rebbe. It's more and then Oirin Sof itself. Are we clear? Conclusion. So the statement of the Frierdiker Rebbe That the Ein Sof, putting the two Zoyas together, that the Ein Sof Lamayla and Katz, that's the Oitze, and that's synonymous with Antu Ilah, Kol Ilah, and Stima, called Stimin, that accords with both Perushim of the Mittel Rebbe in that Pasach Eliyahu. Certainly the first, but even the second. And it comes out that the second is really elaboration of the first. Is that somewhat clear? Geography. First, we've got to get to the address. Then we're not looking around what's going on and start to experience the experience. But we can't experience the experience till we get to the address, the geography, the destination. So we've got to get the darga straight. Then we can start trying to understand it a bit. Okay, now let's learn it inside, and hopefully it'll be clear thanks to this. But you're following, I didn't put on the chart. You're following the flow chart. It's the Alter Rebbe's explanation in Oir Ein Sof. Not that it comes from Ein Sof, but it is Oir Ein Sof. That's all part of this whole. That's the Oitze. That's Stima called Stimin. Until Leber Chushman is the Moir. In detail. Okay, let's see inside. Let's try and finish the Ois inside. Mishmavai Admo Emtzoi B'teres Chaim B'Pirash Hamayim Antu Ilo Al Kol Ilo Iloyin. Stima called Stimin. It's again. You have the paper in front of you. It's the second statement in the Pasach Eliyahu. Says Yesh the first statement is Antu Chad V'Lei B'Chuzban. That's how it begins. Says the Mittel Rebbe. There's two perushim in the second statement. Pirish Aleph Shanti Lo Koel Al Ois Adark Shalonem Lifnez Antu Chad V'Lei B'Chuzban. It's just elaboration. You are above the above, and hidden from the hidden is synonymous. You are one and fundamentally beyond cheshbon, beyond number, beyond definition. Meaning, we're just giving another description, another perspective, that this darga, that you are one, and not b'chushbon, not with any the gather of reckoning of numbers. So the inyan noisef is, what is that? It's not another darga, it's more words. Explain it. It means it's unto and you're above, you're beyond, and hidden from the hidden. Atkan mitel Rebbe. Says the Rebbe, move on, shalapidish zeh, according to this, that Elohin is synonymous with antu chad b'lei v'chushban. Harabevada is antu stima called stimin, shehu sosum be'etzem. So it's certainly that the level of antu, which is antu, is how he starts. The lashon is in both antu. Yeah, they both start with antu lebe chav lebe chushman antu Elohin is stima called stimin. So according to this pirish, he's just quoting the last part. Not Ilah, but is the stimin, because that's really the identifying the oitzer. It's a level that's fundamentally hidden. Again, the first marshal of the Rav, the higher seichel. Now he defines what sosum be'etzem means. What it essentially hidden means, l'mayli mikol hastimin, higher than ordinary hidden. Shastim is shalehem, because ordinary hidden is relative to the level below. That's the second marshal of the Rav, where currently the depth of the seichel is beyond him. It's sosum, but it's only sosum relative to the Talmud, and eventually it'll be revealed. But then there's a darga which is essentially hidden. Again, let's explain this a little bit. It's again, for me, it's easier to see in the nimshal, not in the marshal. Anyway. We're talking about the Eibishter. So what Sassim Be'etzem means, fundamentally incomparable. That's what it means. Not relatively incomparable, higher than. There's no higher than. His exclusivity, his being is hidden from the hidden. Ordinary hidden means a level, a madrege that's beyond me. Infinite, classic infinite. Classic infinite. But if you play with it, we'll get it. With the Eibishter, you'll never get God. You'll never get him. Push it. In other words, the Nisave, let's unpack this. What are we talking about? Talking about the Eibishter and what he's doing. The Nisave HaKadosh Baruch Hu Liyisla Yisbarach Did B'Tachtonim is fundamentally never unpackable and justified and explicable. Fundamentally. Notwithstanding all the biyurim that we have, since we're a product of this nisave, the need for a house is essential, and all of the explanations that we see in the relationship we have with what a home means. But that's only because he made that decision. Why that decision? There's no hesber there at all. No cheshbon. It's nisave. As we always point out, there's no reason why God created. He created reason. That's part of the creation. There is the purpose. You did. Do you want something from it? As it happens, he does. Tell us. Here we go. The emissaries he could have also created without purpose. There's no gedorim. There's no purpose. Al mazal is there is. And what's the purpose? His essence revealed lamata. All beautiful. But it's sosum be'etzem. It's fundamentally removed. It's like, well, why does God exist? Why does God exist? Can you offer an explanation? If you give an explanation, then it's not God. Heck with him. Worship the explanation. That's God. All we can say as human being is he is because he is. It doesn't get off the ground. There's no because b'chlal, not a hidden reason that one day will come out. No, there's no reason, period. Cheshbon means reason. So this darg of the Oitzer reveals that truth. Now he's saying, they get back to the Mittel Rebbe. So for sure, Rebbe Vadai, if the two things are the same, stima called stima, and it's one with antavale b'chushban. Let's now unpack what means antavale b'chushban. So that is the real stima called stimin. Shal dargazul nemar. According to the first pirish of the Alter Rebbe, this is the true stimin called stimin of the Mittel Rebbe, because it's the antochadvale b'chushban. What does it mean? Not in the reckoning. What reckoning? Any reckoning. Even the highest level, sublime levels they're all infinite spheres and they're not separable. Higher than that. Like he says, this is the Mittel Rebbe, you are beyond these levels. These levels of Chochem, but not as we know it. And Bina, Yediyah as we know it, and Bina, the Kerl Etzis Agnuzis, that all describes Etzis Agnuzis, unto Chavle B'chushbin is higher than this Dargin. Shehem B'cheshbin Shal Esed Dafke. Even Etzis Agnuzis have a number there, 10, Esev V'leitesha, 10, not 9, Esev V'lechadasar, 10, not 11. So that's for sure. For sure, the level of a loin, I'll call you loin, a stimin called stimin, which is one with a loy b'chushben, that is truly hidden from the hidden. That's it's a vada good. But Pirish Abbei, we have to explain Pirish Abbei. Are you following me or not, everybody? Pirish Abbei, shalachri adarge da'anta v'loy b'chushben. But according to the second explanation of the Mittel Rebbe, that after the level of the koil al atmos ain't of mamish b'chinas hamoir. That's the moir. So you're already giving the answer already now. Choshev darga neiseb shematim is identifying another lower level. Anti lo hakol lo and stima called stimin. So before he gets to gamla pitter zeh, we have a bit of a problem because we understand that antav lebecheshman that's stimin the whole stimin. But the Mittler Rebbe, the Figure Rebbe is associating, even going to the second Pirush, the Oitzer, which is Tim Sosim Be'etzem, with the next statement in the Zohar, which is a lower level. Not a stira, because the Gamla Pirush is there, even according to this Pirush. In Masha Kosov called Stimin, it's there, the second line says, hidden from all hidden. It means, as we said before, Sosim Be'etzem, hidden even from those levels that are classically relatively hidden. And then that could, the Pasach Aliyah continues, the third statement, no thought and grasp at all. That's machshava da'ak. It's higher than that too. So even this level, if you say the word stima called stimin, forced to confront, it means fundamentally so. Therefore, conclusion, Gamla Peter's there. Even according to it's a second darga, it's true. As we said, it's not the moed, it's the oid ein sof, which is beligvul and has within it the two dargas of sos and be'etzem, like we said before from the Alter Rebbe. If you can Gamla Pirush onto the stima called stimin, this Pirush also fits with what the Fiddiger Rebbe is saying. It's the oitzer sos and be'etzem, the higher seichel of the Rav. Again, like I told you, looking at the sheet, it comes out from the Rebbe that the second Pirush of the Mittel Rebbe is just really more detailed than the first. But from Kloli, it's one darga, and the second Pirush, it's separating Mo'ir and the Oir Ein Sof, the true Oir Ein Sof. It too is the darga of Sosim Be'etzem, and what's that? That's the Mailam Adin Ketz. The paradox is that the two dargas, Hefresh Godel, that was addressed previously, because we're talking Oir, and we explained that yesterday. And that's what he's saying, the Friedrich Rebbe. Shin the Mailam Adin Ketz, higher above that end, which you now were equating with that middle statement / first statement of the Pasach Aliyah, Shezewin anti-law, al-kol-law, and stima-kol stimin, this is again in the Moshel of the Rav. It's a kind of seichel that the Talmud will never get, can only be given in a Moshel and in a story and in a riddle. That's how they can convey it. But the Gilui will never be, because even in the Rav's mind, even in the Rav, it's not begilui. What does it mean, l'mayla? It's a darga where there is no otherness at all. It's the etzem only. And this truth can never be revealed in Eilamis, but it's the exclusivity of Ein Mulvado. It's not just hidden from the recipient, it's a revelation beyond me. It's fundamentally hidden from any kind of otherness, period, because there is none. So, but it's a gilui. So I mean, it's a gilui that reveals uncompromised that God's the only reality. Conclusion: it's taka gilui. It's not mo'er, but it reveals this truth of sosem be'etzem, and therefore the Fiddiger Rebbe equates these two quotations in the Zohar. All you're going to get now is this: the two quotations in the Zohar. That Eirin Sof L'mayla Madin Ketz, the Fiddiger Rebbe says that's the Eitzer and that's Sosim Be'etzem. That's the same as Anti-Law, Kol-Law, and Stima Kol Stimin. And that fits, whether, certainly if it's one with Antu Chadle B'Chushban, and even if it's a lower Darga, it all still fits the same Inyan. Because Antu, that's Mo'er, and this is the highest Darga of Ur, like that the Alter Rebbe said, and therefore, it is, on the one hand, the Oyer, on the other hand, these two, Hefresh Godel B'neihem, Sosum, and Amshocha, it's all there latently within that revelation as we addressed yesterday. I hope this was somewhat clear. If you take the paper, it will help you. I worked on it, take it and use it, put it to good use. Okay, if a guy's, there's hard copies in MTC, you come today, if the davening or Shabbos, take it, it'll help in reviewing the Maimon.